So hello guys, Old Nuff here, and yan, dire-diretso na po tayo. For this video, it's like a follow-up dun sa naunang sa crash course video ng Roblox Studio. So dito it's gonna be like a practice and yeah, for you to be more familiar sa mga navigation tools sa 3D viewer or sa work workspace or at saka yung pag manipulate ng parts. Okay? So medyo mahirap mag-isip, no? Kung ano yung gagawin. Just try to make this simple. Gagawa na lang tayo ng parang basic na shape ng bahay, yung mga normal, yung mga usual na dinodrawing natin nung bata tayo or like yung mga kids ngayon. Yung typical na bahay, Philippine house, parang ganun. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So just launch your Roblox Studio and follow along. Okay. Right, so sa Roblox Studio, let's go ahead with yung base plate na template. Click ko na pala. Okay. So ayan. So we're here with just the base plate and wala nang iba. Okay. All right. So again, just to review, you left click to select an object. It's the same thing if you're going to use yung mga navigation or yung mga manipulation tools like move, scale, and rotate. Okay. Right click and hold down your right click, then rotate. Move your mouse to rotate around your camera. Okay. Middle button. Hold down the middle button, and then you can pan up, down, left, and right. Okay. So again, also you may reference style. We always have. It's good for you to be familiar with your reference. Meron tayong front, left, back, right, top, and bottom. All right. You will also be familiar with the use of Explore and yung properties window. Okay, let's get to it. Let's create our first model, which is yun nga, bahay kubo. Okay. So first thing, we need to add a part. If you're in the home tab, just click on part. You will have a default block. Okay. So currently, ang size ng block natin is 4 by 1 by 2. Okay. So that's 1 yung parang height niya if you're viewing it from the ground. Okay. Then yung thickness niya is 2. Okay, so we also need to get to know or mag-set ng reference for our mga avatars ng mga players na maglalaro ng game natin if ever. Okay, so typically we're by default, I think yung avatar, yung default na avatar, if you haven't changed it, although you can make them taller or fatter depende sa taste mo. Okay, it's 5 studs high. Okay, so if you click on model tab, ang unit na ginagamit ng Roblox is studs. Okay, so kung makikita nyo yung base plate natin is may mga parang maliliit na square. Okay, so if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs, ganyan kalaki yung character, or you count these in studs. Okay, so currently yung block natin is 4 by 1 by 2 studs. All right, and just for you to visualize or better visualize it, let's click on plugins and then look for build rig. Okay, when you click on build rig, there's a small window that popped up. Just I find hindi ko pa na-experiment kung ano to, but let's go ahead and click on R6, and then you can choose whether you want man or woman rig. Okay, for me it's gonna be man rig. So all right, ayan. So my dummy avatar tayo, which will be our reference. Okay, so I want to move it down and to make sure na nakalapat siya sa ground natin. So I press hold and control and then 2 to have the move function para sa left button natin. Okay, just grab that handle. Let's try to move it down just about here. Okay, so let's just make sure na nakadikit siya sa ground, hindi siya nagfo-float. Just like so. All right, so ayan yung ating reference. Okay, so again, yung mga players can have their avatars or can customize their avatar na mas matangkad and mas mataba. So whenever you're creating like a door for a house or parang entrance or a hole, yeah, make sure na kahit ano yung size ng avatar nila is magkakasya sila. So since this is just like, parang it's just a game, maybe you can just exaggerate ng konti yung mga sizes. Okay, so for this one, let's grab our part, just left click on it to select it and then grab that handle Z to move it closer to our dummy. Okay, so currently again yung size natin is 4x1x2. Let's go to our properties window, scroll down to size. Okay, and gagawa tayo ng reference for our door. Okay, so we know, or I told you na this is 5 studs in height. Okay, so currently 2 yung height ng, or actually 1 yung height ng ating block, which is here. So again, there's 3 dimensions or 3 reference na may tatlo tayong reference sa ating 3D space, which is X, Y, and Z, which is also color coded. Yung X is red, Z is blue, Y is green. Okay, so we want yung height, gusto nating palitan yung height ng ating block. Okay, so which is yung reference natin is Y. Okay, so let's change that. So currently it's 1. We want it to be, so 5 yung height ng character natin by default. So let's try to make our door a bit higher than 5. So let's just say 7. Okay. Alright, so you might say, hindi naman siya tumaas or kulang naman. And that's because it is, you need to move it up. Alright, so that's our door. Let's also just make sure na nakalapat yung door natin sa ground and it's not floating. Alright, okay, there you go. So yan yung door natin. When it comes to its width, if you're looking at it from here, from your front, okay, so medyo kailangan nating lapad, gawing mas malapad ng konti. Alright, so let's go back to our size, and currently it is 4 studs. Let's make it 5. Actually 4.5 will do, but let's just make it 5. Alright, so siguro naman magkakasya na yung dummy natin or yung mga default avatar natin. Okay, so that's our reference for our door. Now I want to duplicate this, so let's Control D and then try to change our size again. Yung wall natin, if you want to change the size of this, another way to do it is Control 3. Okay, now meron tayong handle ngayon yan. Let's grab it on the right X natin. Let's make it wider. Okay, it's like so. So itong ginagawa natin ngayon is yung ating wall. Okay, So I want the wall to be a bit higher. So grab that Y handle, maybe like so. Okay. Well, gusto kong I want our yung thickness not to be just one. Let's go if you want a um precise ano tawag dito, kung mas gusto mong precise yung shape niya, yung size niya, you can just go to the properties window. So currently 2 siya. I want to make it 1. Yan yung parang hollow block natin. Yung thickness ng wall. Okay, so let's just make this a whole number. So let's stick with 36 and then maybe 8. All right, so just like so. So meron na tayong wall, yung front wall. Okay, so let's go back to our door reference. I want to duplicate that again. Control D, and then try to move it on this side. Okay. Now there's a reason why I leave it that way. I mean, we're making these references for the window. Which I will show you later. I'll show you the magic. Okay. For now, I want to resize it again. This will be like our window. Okay. Now at least yung window natin should be yung height niya from the ground is just above our waist. Okay. It's like so. Okay, medyo naka float yung ating. Right, just like that. Okay, so at least just above our waistline yung window natin. Okay, just like so. All right, and I want to have 2 windows in front, so I'll duplicate this, Control D, and then move it right side. Okay, so okay na siguro yan. All right, now let's click our front wall, Control D. Now we'll create yung left wall natin. So I want to rotate yung duplicate na wall natin. So Control 4, and currently nakaset yung rotation ko to snap every 45 or 90 degrees. Okay, you'll find that if you go to model, then yung rotation mo, if you want, every time you rotate, mag-snap siya sa specific degree or angle. Make sure this is checked. I think by default it is checked. By default naka 90 degrees, but you can change that. If you demonstrate that right now naka 90 siya, and we try to move it or rotate it, i-snap siya sa every 90 degrees. Okay, but if you change this to, if you want it to be smoother, you can just lower down yung angle niya. Like maybe you can go down as 0.5 or 0.01. Now if you kind of rotate it, makita mo mas smooth yung pag rotate niya. Okay, but I don't want that for now, and I want it to be 90 degrees. Okay, and let's try to move that wall, put it on the left side. Okay, just like so. Or actually ayoko ng square na bahay, a rectangle tayo. So let's just make this a bit small, maybe 30. Here you go. Okay, let's move it just about here. Okay, now I forgot, we can change the material for our wall. Para naman magmukha talaga siyang wall. So let's make it, currently it's plastic by default, so let's change it to, of course, brick, right? And let's say yung brick natin would be normal na color ng brick dito is like red or something like that, right? Okay, but yeah, you can make it to a different any color that you want. Okay, so let's just go back to our left wall. Let's also change that to brick, and let's copy yung value ng ating color para pareha siya. Okay, so you can do is just copy yung HTML, highlight and Control C to copy it, and go to here, same place, and then just paste it. Okay, so ayan. Now let's duplicate this left wall, Control D, move it to the right, and you'll notice na kinopy niya rin yung properties no part na yan. Okay, so let's also duplicate yung what is yung front wall natin, Control D, and move it to the back, just like so. Okay, so again, F to focus on the part, and then you can rotate around it. Say, yeah, okay, so I think that should do. Now I also want a window here on the sides, so let's copy this to window reference. So you click one and then hold down Control and click the next one. Okay, Control D, and then move it like so. Now let's rotate both of it. So Control 4. Okay. Control 2 to move it in place. Alright. Okay, you just have to follow kung ano yung ginawa ko. Parang nasa gitna nila yung itong wall. Okay, so may parang overlap siya. Overlap ba? Tama ba yung ginamit ko? And let's just try to position this individually now. So click out of it, choose one part, move it in place. Now the other one, just like so. All right, now let's go ahead and select both, Control D, move it to the other side, and just place it like so. Okay, so we have our windows, our doors, and our walls. So actually, the reason why meron tayong ganito for our windows and doors is we will use it to make a hole on those walls. Okay, so what we're gonna do to do that, to make that magic happen, is we have to select all those parts, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so I have selected those blocks, and then click make sure you're on your model tab, then click on negate. Okay, so papansin nyo, magiging red yung part. Okay, so it just means na naka on yung property niya na ito, magne-negate siya, meaning actually hindi ko alam. I don't know how to explain it in words, pero if you're gonna make a hole over something, ito yung parang magka-create ng hole sa ibang parts. I'll show you. So whilst let's click out of those. Okay, now what you can do next is you can make this a single part, and then just select everything all at once, except of course yung dummy natin. Okay, you can select all of these and then click on union, and automatically kung ano yung mga naka-negate is gagawa siya ng parang butas in these other parts. Okay, but then again, by the word that says union, pag-iisahin niya yung it will make all these parts into just one single part. Okay, that can be useful eh, um, in some modeling, parang modeling skill. I mean, okay, nawala na ako. Anyway, if you there will be it will cause some problems when it comes to scaling and rotation and all that. If you make these into just one part, um, it's that can be useful in some other modeling, um, but not for us. Or actually, disregard ko ano yung mga sinabi ko. What we want to do is just click out of it. Let's try to select yung wall. Let's start with the first front wall and select yung two windows. So you need to hold down control and then select yung window at yung door. Okay, so with those selected, click on union and you'll notice na gumawa siya ng isang hole. Okay, so yung ginawa nating negate created a hole. All right, they're still there if you or actually no. Okay, forgive me, please forgive me. Okay, so yeah, so let's do the same thing sa other walls. So let's click on that wall, then select yung windows natin, and then do the same thing, click on union. Okay, and same here. All right, so now we have right, or actually let's undo that for a while, please, shall we? Okay, let's first select yung mga window natin and yung door, and then I want to duplicate this, so control D. Okay, so it's all in the same place, so let's leave it that way for a while. Now let's select the front wall. Okay, I have to step out for a while. Okay, so let's just do the same thing we did earlier. So click on the wall, click mo yung wall, yung window, door, window, then click on union, then right, do the same thing here. Okay, union. Okay, so you might notice andyan pa rin yung mga, of course may dinuplicate natin siya kanina, di ba? So meron tayong extra na part dyan. Okay, actually yung door we don't need it, so let's just yeah, let's delete yung door. Okay, yung window, let's kind of click on those windows, then click on negate again para maging, para ma-disable yung function na yun. And we want to change the properties of this, yung thickness niya. Okay, we're gonna create our window glass. Okay, just to be more specific. So I selected all of them. Did I select this? Here. Okay, select. So currently 2 yung thickness niya. We want to change it to 0.5. Okay, there you go. And then all right, so you'll notice it fits right in sa doon sa ginawang hole nung isa. Okay, so that's the reason why I inando ko yung kanina and then just duplicated it para we don't have to, spawn another part and then try to make it fit. Okay, para at least ngayon nandun na lang siya, we don't have to bawas sa bawas trabaho. Okay, so On that note, make sure na planado yung pagmo-model mo, alam mo kung ano dapat yung unahin. Although, yeah, it goes with practice. Okay, so just go and practice, build anything, um, and it's a skill that you develop, right? Okay, so right now let's also change yung properties niya. So gray siya na parang yung regular na block, and yung material natin it's plastic. So let's try to change it to glass. Okay, so glass siya ngayon, but we also want to lessen yung transparency para clear siya, or we can see through it. Okay, maybe just like so. Ganyan. All right, that should do. All right, so we have those windows. No, wala siyang frame like that, but yeah, you can do that. And actually, for this one, I'm also not gonna create a door or those window. You know what? Let's create one. Okay, so let's spawn another part. Ooh. What I can do is, so 0.5 yung thickness yan. What we can use maybe 0.7. Actually, select one, duplicate. I want it to be like a metal, and then transparency, let's set back to 0. Maybe black the frame. Okay, then let's make it a bit thicker, so 0.6, so it will be thicker than the window. Okay, so we'll rescale it to be in let's try one. Oh no, Z, let's keep it the Z. Was that 5? Yeah, 5. Yung Y to be 1. 0.2. Alright, so 0.2 will do. Okay, and then let's duplicate and rotate it. So Z and okay. All right, so we have that. Now you can go the extra mile. Just gonna duplicate that and move it to the side, maybe. Right, same thing. The okay, same thing here. That's like so. Okay, now yeah, you can probably fast forward ko na lang yung video, no? So let's just put let's go to our select. Let's just select. How do I select this? Used to be giants. Okay, hindi ko pa na found out kung paano mag unselect. Okay, yeah, I'll just have to select it each one carefully. Aha. Oh, I guess it will highlight in blue. And selected. Control D. I think I selected yung window then. Yep, I selected the window instead of the frame. Where's that? Where's the other one? Okay, I'm just undoing everything. Okay, so I'll just do this and fast forward yung video. Okay, so that's it for the windows. I won't get into much detail for that. With that, let's try creating the our roof. Okay, or actually, let's first try to make a light in here. Put some light. Oh, no, no. Okay, let's go with the roof. All right, so let's click on the part drop down and let's select wedge. Okay, let's try to position it here, rotate it ng 90. Okay, scale it, so lagyan natin ng parang overhang, so like so, and there. Okay, ayan. Let's position it right, just like that. All right, that will do. Control D to duplicate, rotate. Okay, Control 2, move it to this side, and there you go. You have a roof. Okay. So again, you can make it a bit more fancier. Depende sa taste mo. You'll notice na, sorry, yung walnut sa loob is a bit dark. So we'll just try to create a light. Let's create a block. Let's change it to white, maybe. Okay. Scale it. Okay, ceiling lamp. Okay, so from here, you can go to Effect. So it's still in the Model tab. Go to Effect. Then let's say Surface Light, maybe. Okay. Surface Light. Face front. I think naka-bottom tayo. That's why. Okay. Alright. So what I did is when we created a spawn, for example, ito, diba? So let's spawn it. Oh, where's our material part? Move it here. Okay. So, ayan, diba? We have surfaces. Ito yung top, bottom, left, right, front, sides, whatever. Okay. So, nung nag-create tayo ng effect na surface light, automatic siya sa front, which is I think or you can just experiment with it kung asan yung we'll try to find out on how to for it to show kung ano yung mga sides. But for now, let's just do what I do, and ang ginawa ko yung surface light natin, part na to, ginawa kong bottom yung face niya. So kanina yung nasa top yung sa top nanggagaling yung ilaw, so pataas siya. But now it should be here on this part, and then it's casting yung light pababa. Okay, just to show you, so front, ayan, so hopefully nakikita niyo sa video yung pag-change ng light. But if you check bottom, ayan na siya. Alright, let's do the same. Let's duplicate this and just leave it on the let's try to distribute it. Siguro ganyan. Control D. Alright. So, meron tayong tatlong lamp. And actually, if we maybe change this to transparent para nakikita natin yung ating placement ng lamp, positioning ng lamp natin. Okay, so galing ah. Alright, just I guess we need to move this maybe. Let's just change it back to 0 so we can see it. Okay, so yung lamp natin, select all of it, Control D, move it here, it's like so, and then select all. What we need to do now is Control duplicate them, and this time let's do material natin. Let's change it to neon. Okay. All right. So not everyone will have this feature, yung neon particle. Okay, so it will depend kung kaya nung video card mo. Okay. So what we did there is parang yung neon light. So, yung difference sa kanina is parang blunt lang siya na block. But when you add neon, it's parang para siyang may light shadow. Hirap i-explain eh. But try it on your own and you'll see the difference. Or actually, let's demonstrate it here. Okay, dito para sa nakikita natin yung effect. Okay, I'm gonna add another part here. Spawn a part. Oh, for some reason, ayun niya dito sa loob. Okay, so ito yung part natin. Now, so parang matte siya, but if you change to neon, parang nag-glow. Yan, yun yung word, glow. Mag-glow siya. Okay, so what I should have done is, ito ba yung may thing surface light? Can make it a bit more transparent para makita yung glow, pag-glow ng neon light. Yung other part na naka-duplicate. Okay. But anyway, it's something that we can discuss in the future. Kasi yung parang ang nakalimutan ko yung word. Yung main na topic natin ngayon, ang focus natin is yung pag na-navigate lang or pagma-manipulate ng mga parts. Okay? So we will discuss for on the next video yung ibang mga extra na ginawa natin dito. All right? Okay, so that's our house with lights. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this video, or probably I'm gonna stop yung screen sharing. Oh yeah, one more thing. Okay, let's just move this aside. All right, so make sure, like yung mention ko sa unang video, most important property na dapat hindi nyo nakakalimutan is whether yung part is naka-anchor or not. Okay, so when you anchor it means that it will stay in its position kahit anong gawin ng player. Hindi niya pwedeng i-push or hindi mag-work yung gravity sa kanya, meaning pag naka-hang siya or nagfo-float siya, dun lang siya sa position na hindi siya mahuhulog sa floor. Whereas kung hindi siya naka-anchor, it's the opposite. Okay, so yung player can push it. Yung mga force na pwedeng magpapamove sa kanya will be able to do so. Nahilo ako na. Okay, so what we want is all of these parts to be in the same position. So let's select everything and let's go to in the properties window and make sure we click on anchored. Okay, all right, so we also did not bother renaming yung mga parts natin, which we should have. So if you noticed sa Explorer window mo, everything is named part, so you won't know which is which. So for example, gusto mo i-select yung isang bumbilya sa loob na ginawa natin. It's kinda hard to go to just to change its properties. You can just, if you named it properly, then you should just go ahead and select here. If you let's just name it as bumbilya. Okay, so for example, hinahanap mo yung bumbilya, sa dami ng mga parts na nailagay mo dito, hindi mo na alam kung nasaan siya. You can just go to your Explorer window, look for bumbilya, highlight it, and you'll notice whatever function you have for your left click, whatever manipulating tool you have is mag-appear siya, just like that. So you can move it and or change the properties here without even having to go inside looking for it para lang maklik. So you can just go to your Explorer window. So yan yung importance ng Explorer. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this video and yeah, we'll try it out. We'll try it up. We'll try it out. Okay, I'll just delete this dummy. Don't need that. And stop recording. I'm gonna position it here. Let's use this. Yes, of course. Let's try to. Okay, I hope that's all. That's all right.
3,
Okay.
2, never mind.
All right, so let's try to test out our house. Okay, so ang gagawin ko ngayon is we're gonna spawn yung character natin, yung ang avatar ko. So if you're gonna do that, you just need to be sure you're in the home tab and then click on play. Okay.
Like and subscribe and turn on notifications.
Alright, so yan yung ating character. So, as you can see, may mga parts na hindi naka-select kanina. That's why it fell. Nakikita nyo ba? Nakikita ba? Ayan. Ayan yung part na hindi naka-anchor. So, ganyan ang mangyayari pag hindi naka-anchor yung part nyo. Mahuhulog siya. Okay. So, we can go inside. And you can see, you can move around. Probably, it's best kung mas mataas pa yung ceiling natin. So, you need to make your walls a bit higher. Just so, yung camera, whenever you're playing, so they're playing your game, hindi siya parang hindi siya, I mean, there's more space for the camera to move. Okay, not like this one na masyadong cramp. Parang masyadong maliit yung space natin. Okay, so there, you can move around. Nahulog yung mga parts, yung ibang parts. Alright, you can see yung light natin. Okay, there you go. That's your house. You can jump over our house. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna show you kung ano mangyayari pag hindi naka-anchor lahat yung mga parts mo. Aside from that, na-witness nyo na kung anong mangyayari. But, what if hindi naka-anchor yung mga walls and yung roof natin? Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's select everything. Let's go to properties and make sure na naka-uncheck siya. Okay. Yeah. Let's play it again. Alright, so nahulog na lahat. Alright, that's our glass. Tingnan mo yung wall natin is okay, so it's also probably the best time to mention lahat ng parts natin has a mass or density ba or mass or weight, sabihin mo natin yung bigat. Okay, it will depend sa laki niya. Okay, it goes with its size. So the bigger they are, the heavier they will be. Okay, at least sa physics ng game na to. Okay. I think you can set yung part mo to be light. I'm not sure how yet. We'll find out. But yan yung mangyayari. And yung player can also push this. Let's just try pushing it. Let's demolish our house. Pushing, boom, and oh, tibay ng house natin na. Push. Let's push it down, push. yeah, I'm just being silly here. So I'm just pushing this, and uh-oh, nadaganan yung character natin. So yeah, mas malaki sa atin yung roof. That's why hindi tayo maka-move. But that is what's gonna happen. So yeah, so thank you very much for watching. We will start siguro on so next na video. We will start doing an obby game. So we can also introduce yung simple scripting to you guys, and it may take a while for me to upload the next video, para makapag-ready din ako, makapag-research yung mga scripts na kailangan natin. But yung obby game is just a simple one. It's actually the simplest game that you can make sa Roblox Studio, and hopefully makapag-publish na kayo ng sarili yung obby game sa Roblox website, so that everyone can play it. Or you can, yeah, one special thing about this is you can make it private, na yung mga friends mo lang yung pwede maglaro, something like that. Okay, so pwede mo nang i-brag sa mga friends mo you made the game, and hopefully it helps yung mga videos na ipopost ko, na pinost ko is or will be helpful to you guys. So just keep watching. Watch out for my next video. Hit that subscribe, like, and bell notification button, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta!